dubbed as collateral damage both by the military and the militants. These women and children continue to play hide and seek with death on daily basis. Unicef report brackets Pakistan with Afghanistan, Sudan and Congo, where armed conflict has led to the death or maiming of children, as also the abuse and forced recruitment by the armed militias.
Countries like Afghanistan, Pakistan, the Democratic Republic of Congo and Sudan, we're seeing emergencies becoming more and more complex. The children are subject to abuse, to grave violations of their rights. They experience sexual violence, they experience killing and maiming, recruitment into other armed groups.
UNICEF's report titled as Humanitarian Action for 2010 says more than 1 million women and children in Pakistan have been affected by the armed conflict last year. This comes with the displacement of 2.7 million people, the largest internal displacement in the country since its creation over 63 years ago. The exposed population, says the report, is without sufficient health care, nutrition and education in the affected areas. The number of Pakistanis who consume less than the minimum required food for healthy living has increased by 56%. The areas hit by the food shortage include Buner, Lower and Upper Deep, Shangla and Sawat, where much of the fighting took place. In terms of education, the report reveals that conflict in Sawat has left at least 500,000 primary age school children without access to education for almost an entire year. About 147 girls' schools were completely destroyed in Sawat, and another 416 were damaged. In addition to this, at least 5,000 schools were converted into shelters for the displaced during the year 2009. The UN has put in place plans to rehabilitate at least 3,500 damaged school buildings during the current year. Most children who were forced to flee the conflict areas in 2009 have shown signs of emotional and physical distress.
Armed conflict is one of the worst type of conflict that kids can't see because they are watching their parents die, people are dying around, and bombs exploding around themselves, and that touches a stress shock at the level of 8, which is very, very dangerous. So I think there will be a lot of post-traumatic stress disorder in the children over there.
The year 2010 has not brought them any good news. The patterns of violence persist. The United Nations report points to an enormous challenge for the world community to deal with the humanitarian crisis that has hit the region. The unarmed men, women and children, displaced and depressed, need urgent world community attention, and the Pakistani government needs to act immediately instead of waiting for the help to arrive from outside. Arshad Sharif, Dawn News, Islamabad.